Water quality is certainly on the minds of Austinites after recent flooding and a lengthy boil water notice. And now the community of Rockdale, about an hour northeast of Austin, was just hit with 3 violations after a state agency tested its drinking water. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality says Rockdale's water is too corrosive and contains too much iron and manganese.
And corrosive water can become a safety concern. It's the latest in a series of violations over the last 5 years. This red water is what families there wake up to, some on a weekly basis. So I hit the road to ask city leaders when they plan to fix the problem. In this small Central Texas town of nearly 6,000, there's no shortage of jokes about what's in the water.
And that's a good day.
Well, I've been told I can't get rid of it because we won't have any more championship football teams.
Some are convinced it helped Rockdale secure the state title last year. And who needs a tea bag when your H2O already looks like this? But to Dita Donnelly, it's no laughing matter.
I'm not drinking that crap.
Dishes and laundry are about the only 2 things she uses the water for, and has been fighting the city since her family moved here in 1995.
There are days my daughter can't even bathe her babies. You know, that is ridiculous.
These are just a few of the pictures she's taken over the years. And here's a sample.
You want a drink?
On a good day.
Every city manager for probably since my guess would be since about 1980, is at fault for this.
So this is a service pipe, and you can see all the corrosion in here.
City Manager Chris Whitaker keeps visuals on hand to show what the city is dealing with. He says clean water from the treatment plant is hitting these old pipes and carrying all this junk with it.
Until we get rid of all those pipes, we're never going to fix the issue.
Whitaker says there's 26 miles of these pipes underground that need to be replaced. And since he took the job 4 years ago, they've had 1,400 water leaks. So it was no surprise when TCEQ sent this letter informing the city its water was not up to par.
You're not going to surprise me by any of the results.
The man in charge of the treatment plant, Public Works Director Jason Hubble,
Just watch your step.
and TCEQ agree.
The water's fine to drink.
Even when it changes color and tastes bitter. But corrosive water can become a health concern in homes with metal plumbing and cause leaching of copper and lead from the pipes and fixtures. TCEQ says the city's latest testing in September came back fine. The bigger problem Rockdale needs to address?
You can't just clean up the water and then dump it into dirty pipes.
The city has mapped out a 7-year plan using grants and loans to build a new water treatment plant and replace the pipes for $48 million. Water customers can count on their rates to rise to help cover the cost.
We can keep putting Band-Aids on things, but then we'll keep getting fined.
Donnelly says she's heard some grand plans before.
When are they going to start? I haven't seen any proof of that.
That never came to fruition. She and her husband plan to put their house on the market after the first of the year and have already bought property that will eventually have its own well, leaving Rockdale and its red water behind.
If I'm throwing in the towel, I've had enough.
And the city manager walked me through the timeline for new water infrastructure, which is dependent on $48 million in grants and loans they've applied for from the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund. That has not been approved yet. Whitaker told the city council work would potentially start in the summer of 2019 and be complete by the end of 2025. You can also see here when 4 different rate hikes would kick in over the next 7 years.
Well, what about the current TCEQ violations?
Well, Robert, the city of Rockdale had a November 30th deadline to get the iron, manganese, and the corrosivity levels down. They went to TCEQ and asked for a 45-day extension so they could purchase tanks. That will allow them to add a lot more caustic to the water to hopefully get those levels where they need to be.
And we know you'll keep checking with them for the results. And Rockdale has received a number of violations from the TCEQ over the last 5 years. In January of 2013, after somebody complained about the water looking like chocolate, the city was cited for not flushing dead-end lines. 4 months later, the city was cited again for not installing the right type of backflow prevention. And in May of last year, Rockdale received 2 violations. The water was too corrosive, and the TCEQ said the city was not keeping a record of chemicals used each day. This story was the result of a viewer tip. If there is something you would like us to investigate, email us at report@kxan.com.